Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, or Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Yeah, the window's called Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Okay, so that's the proper name. All right, so last time we barely saved Maya, I think her name was, from life in prison, pretty much.
Yep.
All right, so I think this is the right file.
We forced a day two with the day two.
Okay, detention center visitors room. Oh, we're probably. I thought so.
There she is.
Shit, my voice wasn't ready for this. Okay, I had to. It's like the way I do her voice is like the absolute highest I can go. Like, well, hello. I hate it. I hate myself. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this.
Got the memes, April.
It's really quite moving. Not! You stinking lawyer! I hope you die! Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May! No, not really. There was something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
He looks scared. He's like, oh shit.
So, what is it you wish to ask of me then, huh? For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? What does this guy look like? The guard monitors the visitors room. He hasn't moved an inch, real pro, this guy. Or maybe he just doesn't want to get... Or he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May in here. So most of this is like the same as last time.
Yep.
Oh, no, not move. That man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you please tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal.
Well, I mean, you are a criminal.
Because it's a crime.
It's a criminal offense.
Tapping people's phone is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh?
I mean, yeah.
Creep!
This woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Say, why are you so angry? Well, she's in jail. I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Look, just because she shows cleavage doesn't mean she's on the good side.
Oh.
Oh! That does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer!
You notice the heart changes, flips around when she's in this form?
I did not notice that, no.
Next time she's in her little cutesy form, look at the heart that's on the bottom of her cleavage.
Alright. I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? I think her face is gonna be stuck like that for a while.
Yeah.
I guess...
Maybe show the wiretap?
I guess.
I don't think there's much you can do right now.
Okay,
yeah,
I did notice her cleavage, or the little heart at her cleavage did turn back up.
Hey, guess what? Actually, I, really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating.
Thanks, I noticed.
Yeah, I think we have to move on. You have to show her something that will force her to talk.
Okay.
September 7th, Fay & Co. Law Offices.
Looks like for
Forensics.
Okay. Looks like forensics is taken care of for the day. Or taking off for the day. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. Police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Alright, so I want to take a look at this phone, because if I remember correctly, a piece of it was missing. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Okay. Movie poster. Sky's so blue, that's the hotel right across the way. Oh.
Some of the files missing?
No, Phoenix, you had something. The plant.
Guess you'll have to water it now.
Okay, how do I move around?
I think it's back and then move. Oh, never mind.
Well, I was trying to look over to the other side of the room. You're supposed to be able to do that, right?
I don't think so. Let's check out what Grossberg has to say.
All
Either
right.
that or the hotel. Oh my God! Look at that.
What? I missed it.
Notice something?
Oh, that painting's gone.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would?
He was so proud of that painting.
Looks like Grossberg is out today again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on the wall? Yeah. Yeah, it was a painting of...
Fisherman.
Was it Fisherman?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow.
I think it didn't matter.
Oh. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case. And if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn.
Look what's on the desk.
Some photo of a fat bitch. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written on pencil in the back. Dl6 Incident. Exhibit A. Dl6 Incident. Exhibit B. Alright, let's take a look at Exhibit A. She doesn't look that old. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one... Oh, Bub sent an ice cream. Thank you.
Hey, he sent 3 ice creams.
Thank you for your 3 ice creams. I'm sure no one will miss just this... Yeah. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court records. On the back, the words DL Incident Exhibit A are written in pencil.
We just stole some exhibits from an old court case.
Hey, I recognize that face.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
The photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took? Actually, you know what?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I recognize him. So I think we
have to keep that in mind. I think there's certain things we need to do with those pictures.
Okay.
The picture, like, I would be surprised if you knew who that was, because they were just that she was mentioned by like verbally.
Yeah. Okay. I know the woman's got to be Maya's mother, and that guy is a murderer. So I'm gonna need that. I know I'm gonna need that picture for this case. A solid mahogany desk.
We know May is trying to protect someone. What will happen if we share that with her?
Oh, okay. That's an interesting idea. Doesn't even look like they've ever been read. Okay, yada yada. Is there anything else worth examining?
I don't think so.
All right. Move.
Let's go see our friend.
You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone?
Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Just
Oh,
a heads up, in the future, when you notice new dialogue, that's a good thing. They generally have new dialogue when you have all the evidence needed to proceed.
Okay, okay.
you don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart.
That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head.
Don't do it, Phoenix. You have
No!
such a great hair.
Phoenix, no! All right. Let's see.
Take
Here,
this.
take a look at this obvious... You know what, I really just... I gotta make this comment real fast. His smile just makes me want to punch his teeth in.
It's a
I-
punchable face.
I hate his face so much. I just want to take a crowbar and just smash those two front biters in. Have a look at
this.
Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you.
Oh,
Where did you... Aha! A reaction. This is him, isn't it?
What? Who? When? Why?
It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel the night of the murder.
No, that's not right.
Nice try, Miss Cooperative.
Do you have proof it was him? Yeah, proof. Show me the proof.
I'm so close. Fuck.
we don't have proof that it's him. However, let's go back to the hotel room.
Okay.
We might find something there. September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303.
Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murder used a wiretap. We can charge a premium. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Okay.
I love it in this game. Every single person in the case that is not the murderer feels as if the trials are like a show. They're all like, "Oh, this is a lot of fun. This is awesome." Everyone feels that way.
That's a problem. That's a big problem. We'll have to deal with it. About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. That was a terrible joke. What the hell's wrong with you? I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of the man, I'm quite sure you could identify him. A photo, Let me just ask one more question. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely! And on the subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle.
Oh, here we go.
Subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor! Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set.
I
All
love
right.
this game.
Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective! I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May! How about I write an affidavit swearing that it's him?
We have our evidence, our proof.
An affidavit? This guy is way too excited. Okay, we are having him write that shit. Well, sure, why not? Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit! Just hurry up and write it! Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this.
All right, Miss May.
Oh, Miss May! Oh, okay, so we got a whole nother slider.
Yep. Let's present it. I think that's the order.
Could you... No, this is the affidavit. Could you have a
Yes,
look at this?
What's that?
The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere.
Push her hard.
Oh, we're pushing her hard. This is it. All or nothing.
Oh,
Time to
love
do a
it.
little bluff.
I love this sound. This song right here too.
No use playing dumb. If indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation.
Oh! Fine, I'll talk! You win, lawyer!
Yes! Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive.
Why are you pumping your fists in the air?
Now, tell me about the man you were with.
That man, he's my boss. Red White, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp.
Red, white, blue.
Ha. Information gathering.
Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency.
So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder.
I'm scared to talk. I don't want to
Wait.
I don't want to end up like her.
Huh? It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White. At last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit. What are you talking about? That could have really been useful in court.
We don't need it anymore. Just to kind of keep your inventory, like not.
But
too
what
much.
if somebody questions if this guy was the murderer or not? We got that affidavit.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
What do you mean,
It's
don't
not
worry?
needed. It's not needed. Things will be taken out of your inventory when they're no longer needed.
God damn it, that's
So now let's go
Mustang.
pay a visit to Mr. Red.
Actually, does
Mr.
she have
White.
anything new to add? Nope.
Nope.
Here
Blue
we go.
Corp.
Hey! That painting!
Yeah. Yep.
I thought so.
September 7th, Blue Corp Inc.
What's with the surreal decor?
Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage.
What the?
Your name. What's your name? I was just incredibly asking the title that you go by.
Wright. Phoenix Wright. Incurably?
Mr. Wright it is. Right, I see. Splendiferous! Perhaps I have immediated you with my giantesque vocabulary.
These aren't words!
They're not words.
What is this guy's problem?
I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official.
Cool.
That's not how. That's not the CEO. That's. I don't think that's. No, that's not CEO.
I can't remember.
CEO stands for corporate. No, chief operating execution officer. I think. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elites.
I hate you already.
So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged douchebag.
Those teeth are really looking those teeth are looking really smashable right now. Don't push me. What a fruitcake.
Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not?
What's it to ya?
That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this.
Huh? What does he mean by that?
No matter. So, what business does the mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself?
Want a sledgehammer, Siejax? I assume that's a sledgehammer covered in sludge. Yeah, I'll make him look much more tolerable. Yipes! This guy's arrogance meter is off the scale! Let's examine for a little while. Don't go for the big shot right away. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's special runner-up, best participation. Best participation!
Look at all the silver. Yeah, it's all like second place trophies.
Participation trophy.
Participation runner-ups. We're painting a picture of this guy already.
Judge's Cooperation Award, special Good Try prize. Oh my god, this little bitch! All he ever gets is participation trophies! Your life is not worth anything, Blue! Mr. White! The word judges and special kind of stand out. Special especially.
Judges. Look at the painting. He's connected. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like in
A
general.
statue of a man holding up the world. The Blue Corp sign certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White.
Truly a work of art.
Oh.
But probably too beautiful for you to appreciate, correct?
If I can, I just want to do my version real fast. Truly a work of art. I'm done.
Beautiful.
Wait, I think it's a little too beauty tactus. I think it's a little too beauty-tacious just for about anyone to appreciate. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My, this is quite the thing.
It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundture not inspire you?
Sure. Oh, I can't do the plant.
Sure plan.
This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite residential. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is it a replica?
Ticklisty! I have no interest in anything but originals.
Ridiculosity, I think he means?
Ridiculosity!
Ridiculosity!
I love that one.
Oh, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I might have to remember that one.
Ridiculosity. Let me
write that down. So like when I get to the trial and call him out, your testimony is full of ridiculosity. This is gonna be a fun stream.
There we go. I said it as my like what's going on. That right there is a bona fide original. Worth 5 million for sure.
How interesting. Okay. Now let's do ourselves a great displeasure and just talk to him. What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway?
Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future.
Sell information?
I have a website called Twitter just for that. And Facebook. In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. Everyone uses my social medias. In case you're wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue, like Facebook.
Really?
I, Red White of Blue Corp, as the founder and CEO, named it so. I think this is a stab at United States and their like privacy things.
Yeah, probably.
And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course.
Then again, this is kind of a worldwide issue now.
Yeah. I mean, back in like 2000, like the early 2000s, it was kind of a tech-focused countries.
Fair enough.
Fantabulistic, is it not?
I think it's fantabulistic.
Fantabulistic, is it not?
I want to try real fast. Fantabulistic, is it not?
Oh, do you know why most of the social medias or the logos are blue?
It has something to do with you being addicted to them, right?
Yeah, blue is associated with addiction.
Yeah, I figured.
Just like how the color red is associated with hunger.
Hunger, huh?
That's why most fast food places have red as their color schemes.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's a lot of color theory.
Yikes.
Also, blue light, I'm pretty sure you know this. Blue light keeps you up at night.
Yeah, I am aware of that. That's why I have these blue light softening glasses. I use them every time I stream or go online at all.
They hope that you will stay up just scrolling their site. That's their hope.
Wow, I'm not surprised at all. On the night of the murder, were you in Miss April May's hotel room?
Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy.
Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly.
No matter. The bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that.
He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May.
Ho, ho, ho. the police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement.
Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not?
Correct. She is my secretary. Secretary?
I think it's
secretarian. Secretarian? Like secretarian?
Is this actually how you spell secretariat?
No, I think it's like a combination of like secret and secretary.
Okay, so secretariat. She's a secretary. Let's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
As
yeah,
you can
because that's
already
the right,
tell,
the
we
right
just-
word is secretary.
We just confirmed this guy is incredibly dangerous and powerful. What a shock it was to hear what she has done.
What she has done? You mean the wiretap?
Indeed! She is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this.
It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. That painting. There's something that's been bothering me.
Yes? What might that be?
That big painting on the wall over there.
It's gorgeous. I've seen it before. Where did you get it?
I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before.
Oh?
Just yesterday, actually.
Your point being?
My point is simple. Rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall?
Mr. Wrong, was it?
Right.
It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you?
Huh? A lawyer.
No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney. Grody Burger.
Who?
Grossberg.
Oh, okay. What? Oh! Oh,
Yeah.
he just punched him.
Yeah.
He punched me.
Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away! I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty.
What?
Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding.
So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible?
I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your comprehension.
Like compensation.
Compensation. Beyond your compensation. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume?
Mr. Grossberg's, yes.
Then you must ask him, why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go on, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss.
You son of a bitch. Very well.
Let's go back to Grossberg.
Who voiced him?
I think it was me.
Okay. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing there. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat?
Jump at Jehoshaphat! Oh, you!
What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days.
Hmm? I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess.
Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial?
Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep.
Really? What was that?
Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl.
So why didn't you help her? You know, actually, real quick, I want to see what he has to say about this. Wait a second. Oh, no, this is the same thing. Oh, never mind. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know.
Oh, right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy.
He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit.
I see.
Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me.
Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy.
You see, it's just... I guess... Ooh, actually, both of these are viable options.
Go with the painting. I think that's the big thing, because he made a big point to not want to sell it or part ways with it.
Okay. Oh, enter doesn't work. Probably because I changed it to space. Whatever. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp, Red White's office.
So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting.
Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow.
Connected, you say?
Yes, and I know what it is.
You're
lovers!
It's not that.
Obviously not. He's obviously blackmailing him.
It's lovers though. That is like the one true OTP right there.
Oh God. Okay.
OTP.
Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof.
Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate?
What's he talking about?
Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now.
15 years?
All because of the Dl6 incident, as you may have guessed.
The name on the back of the photographs.
As you suspected, I could not stand in the defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did.
So that's the connection.
It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible.
Impossible? Why?
He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians.
What?
They're all bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore, to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. Want a little bit more about the Dl6?
What is the Dl6 incident?
Dl6 is nothing more than the sorting code of the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium.
A medium?
Her name was Misty Faye.
Faye!
Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud.
This is what Maya was talking about the other day.
I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of her wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the Dl6 incident.
Reason for blackmail. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg?
The Dl6 incident was a top secret at the time. It made sense. The police wouldn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him.
You told White?
He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now.
Goddamn should be.
Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. The secret, they became looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail.
I see.
White controls the law of this country. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office.
Mia's office?
She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found.
That was the papers that was taken from her.
Yep.
Okay.
Inside the thinker. She had the smoking gun. And she was silenced.
Interesting. Then I guess it's best we go take a look at her office.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
I'll be right back. You can go ahead and explore all you want. I'll be right back, though.
Okay. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Now, is there not a way to, like, move the room? All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Given that it was a D6, let's see if there's an A recorded in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? We're gonna need every bit of information we can. Oh, it's Mia. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. Ouch. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who had sold my mother's information for riches. The other was a man that sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The records stop there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Okay, alright.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Now you see why Mia was with Grossberg.
Yeah. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest part's here at the end in S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Ho, 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 ho.
We're dealing with a scumbag here.
Ooh. Oh! There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. Is this Mia's handwriting? Wait. I get it. Mia thought his involvement in these suicides. Or Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. An article about a politician's suicide. The word white is written in the top in pencil. Okay.
All right.
Hey, wait, no, there's got to be more to it, right?
It had a little check mark. It's all good.
I want to try T through Z. T, U, I know. W, white. The entire W section. Oh, son of a bitch!
Yep.
Was it taken? Perhaps. No clues here.
I think we got everything we need here.
Really? That's it?
I think so.
Plant.
Plant.
Okay. Where on earth would we go now?
Back to Blue Corp.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
We need to we need to bring him to a trial. Because the prosecution won't. We need to, because we're not paid off. Well, aren't you persistent?
Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you.
Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. Try my patience further. I fear a nasty accident may occur.
Why do we not have a recorder on us?
Right? Do I make myself clear?
Transparent.
Talk a little bit.
Oh no, we've already done all these.
Oh, we haven't done blackmail.
Okay. There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence that I can use as ammo.
Wrong. Is something stuck on my face?
Oh, you know, just a big fat pot of ugly.
Just you got a little pinch of like bastard on you. Why, yes, there's my eyes, and my nose, and my mouth.
Perfectly smashable, I must say.
But of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Should we show him the clipping?
Actually, let's see if this does repeat. I think we're past needing to talk about Miss April May. Gotta put this guy on the spot quick.
What's the matter? You seem distressed.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just... This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life.
And this concerns me how?
I found this article in Mia's office.
Miss Mia?
She had a file. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word: White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician.
Blackmail.
I know it could technically be bribe or blackmail, but I guess
I think it's blackmail.
We'll go with the serious one. You were blackmailing him.
Blackmail?
Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I?
Bizarre accusation. 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 What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia.
Beep. Secretary's office, hello?
Mr. Wrong will be leaving now.
Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White.
Wrong.
You're wrong, Mr. White.
Excuse me?
What I should be doing now is going after you.
Just what are you insinuating?
Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Beep. Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong.
Uh-oh.
Instead, please connect me with the Public Prosecutor's Office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please. White!
White?
That you?
Oh.
What are you doing calling me at a time like this?
Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I almost called it prostitute. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow.
What's this about?
A Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify.
What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court.
Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent.
What? What man?
Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man!
You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those.
Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now. Beep. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia.
How dare you!
I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendous inept that they make even you look competent.
I feel faint.
Detective Gumshoe, reporting, sir.
God damn it.
Ah, Butts, Harry Butts.
Right, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry.
Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was the murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong.
You slime-sucking son of a bitch.
Now we're just chilling with Maya now. Like, hey, what's up? Can you imagine your lawyer, like you're just like sitting in jail and then your lawyer comes into the same cell as you? It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I fucked this pretty hard. We're gonna die. We're getting the shocky chair.
The shocky chair!
I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be on it, of course. Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea.
Right! Mr. Wright!
Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention.
Just now, yes. And it's all thanks to you.
Ha. Now I'm afraid we've switched places.
What? You mean you?
I'm that good of a defense attorney that I've put myself on blame.
I explained what had happened. I explained what had happened to Maya.
I don't believe it! How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far! Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do?
Well...
Help me break out of here. cheer me on in court.
She has no way to defend it. Or wait, no, she could,
No.
Oh! A witness! She can be a witness! Right?
No, it's just more like we had to break ourselves out of this situation. We have all the evidence that Mr. White is the murderer.
We have nothing! Are you kidding me? We have one scrap of newspaper!
Remember the last case? We have to just take his testimony and deconstruct it. And put the blame rightfully on him.
Whose testimony? Mr. White's?
Mr. White's.
He didn't give us a testimony!
No, he's going to tomorrow. Cheer me on in court.
Goddamn. Well, you could cheer for me in court.
Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader?
I mean, yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
be a
sure you
really
can find
cute
yourself a
cheerleader.
nice, cute cheerleader outfit. Eh?
That will be really cute. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, yes. I'm picturing her in a cheerleader's outfit. That sounds so cute.
Yes.
Huh? Yeah. Like that.
All right, leave it to me.
Huh?
I'd better go
Get a uniform and some pom-poms.
There you go, girl.
Oh god, we should have said defend me.
She's not going to.
Wait.
No, seeing her like dressed up in like a suit and tie would also be cute too.
Oh, yes. Wait.
What?
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
No way!
No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side.
Oh, just letting you know too. Do you know there's an anime of this game?
I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
And there really isn't anything you can do for me, and there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. You can be a witness.
But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two.
Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him.
To be continued.
What do you mean? Is it gonna be chapter what?
Part 3.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, LinkToon wants to draw her as a cheerleader now.
Yes! Do it! My man! Holy fuck.
Get ready for a battle.
You know what? I'm gonna use the bathroom before we start this. I will be right back.
All right. Yeah, we're not going as crazy as like Rule 34, but you know, make her cute. I did a search and no one has drawn Maya as a cheerleader. Well, LinkToon, you could be the first. Go for it, dude. It's all up to you, really, but it sounds like you want to do it, so go for it. I thought she was an adult. Yeah, I believe in canon she is 17. But also in canon, this game is set in the year 2019, I believe. So she is technically 21 now. No, I did math wrong. 19. She's 19. So she's legal if we're going like if we're talking about real life time, you know, because I think this game is seriously set in the year 2019. I believe we had to wait until the next game because I think the next game puts a solid date on it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, so the Dl6 incident takes place on December 28th, 2001. They stated it was 15 years ago, so this is set in 2016. She was 17 on 2016. So that makes her legal now. We're all set. Oh my gosh. We did math. Maya's over 18 for legal reasons. Exactly. Plush Master, wait, I have a question. What is your question? Maybe one of us can answer that. Is it ever stated what year a first Ace Attorney game takes place? It is stated in, I think, the second game. One of the cases one of the cases happened around New Year's, and they mentioned the year.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. We have discussed with Math that Maya is legal.
Huh?
So I looked up what year does Ace Attorney take place in, and the Dl6 incident in canon takes place in December 28th, 2001. Grossberg mentioned the fact that the Dl6 incident happened 15 years ago. So that means it must be 2016 right now, September 9th, 2016. It is now 2021, 5 years after the fact. So now Maya's she's 23, so she's legal.
Rule 34. I mean, what?
Also, I was putting into place as well. I believe in the second game they gave us an actual date because one of the court cases happened on either Christmas or New Year. I forgot which one.
Okay.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Phoenix, look!
You! Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I received a call from Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. Wright says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me.
What? Does White have... What? Does White have the judges in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story.
I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Okay, this guy's actually kind of dangerous.
Yes.
Actually, not kind of. He is very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy.
Edgeworth, you've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
What the hell? They know each other?
Yep.
I guess we'll find out later.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
That face.
That face, what the hell? Okay, let's do this. God, she's so cute.
Like I said, she's like the cutest character in this game.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Is it possible for an attorney to defend themselves? Yes, you don't even have to be an attorney. You have the right to defend yourself. It's a terrible idea, but you have the right to defend yourself.
It is like, it is honestly a better idea to like just get a state-approved attorney, because lawyers, like, okay, I know it's like kind of going anti against the, what? Okay, well, in reality, lawyers will do like some seriously sketchy, slimy tricks to get you to choke on your testimonies. All of them do. They will always try it. It's how they win. So, yeah, never try and defend yourself. It's just a bad idea.
The public defenders for you, they will do everything in their power to give you a fair trial. And it is your right as an American. You're allowed to do so.
As the
and that's why you're always allowed to. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court. Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime.
I see. The prosecution may call its witness. They went far too smoothly. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth for... Oh. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. I need to be very careful this trial, Zeke. I'm gonna need some backup. Should I raise an objection?
This has no bearing. You can do whatever.
Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't the witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey?
I'm ever so sorry. Mr. Wright is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's options was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court.
Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor.
It's like I am trying to read these cue cards and sound as like fair as possiu
Great.
Now, Phoenix Wright,
this fucking
put on the handcuffs and make this easy for us.
This Mr. White is like, oh god, he has the judge too, doesn't he?
Yes.
We're
He
fucked.
has everyone.
Great.
He gets to show off and I get nowhere.
I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions?
Locutions?
Locutions confused?
What? I don't even know what that's supposed to be a combination of.
I have no clue. I don't even think he knows. Look at him just shaking his head. Like, I have no clue. Like, no, I don't know. Name! Edgeworth's having none of this.
These two are great together.
My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. Why tell you what you already know?
Very well, Mr. White. You may now begin your testimony.
If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world, and I'm the last man standing?
Ho, 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 ho. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
Oh,
Witness testimony.
fuck me.
Witnesses' accounts. Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly
Persuifying?
that's reading to you some papers by the window.
Oh, it's perusifying.
Perusifying!
Like,
perusifying! That is perfect!
oh my god. Reading to, that's reading to you some papers by the window.
By the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over.
If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I gotta press hard. Okay, it was about 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, I believe.
Okay, well, that was already pretty much.
We already know that. Perusifying.
Perusifying. Okay, let me press by the window. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Co. law offices.
Correct! That is the only window you see.
And you were there reading papers? Papers!
Correct.
Oh no, you know what? He probably destroyed all the evidence.
I mean, we could take a look at our court records if you need to.
The Gatewater.
The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Heard a bedlam coming from outside.
A bedlam?
It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue.
So you were reading your papers until you heard that sound?
But of course, I'm no snoop, peering out of the window at night.
No Snoop. Yeah, right.
Oh,
You
I
made
think
a
I know.
Hmm?
I think I know which one we press.
I hope so. Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping.
We need to press him to get him more information of where Mia ran to.
I get that. I'm gonna press everything just in case I don't miss a detail. Spiky haired? Okay.
Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer.
I didn't push thing. Okay. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl.
I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer.
Just what is your eyesight?
Counting both eyes? 40.
40? Don't add them together.
You got that 20/20 vision, though.
I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good.
Hey, whose side is the judge on anyway?
And what did you do then?
Hey, wait, she didn't say anything like that. What was Miss May doing at that time?
She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly.
Did you know she had been tapping the Faye office phone?
Irrelevant! That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman.
You'd make a good politician, Mr. White.
Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente.
Please continue.
Press it.
Yes,
This is
press it.
we need information on this.
Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened.
Of course, Caprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left.
That is a lie. We know
Yep.
that is a lie.
Mm-hmm. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Sparkle, sparkle. As you know, I'm always absolutely perfect.
Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead and check your stuff. Present. I think it's that farthest one on the right.
Okay, let me check.
Check that real quick.
I don't think this would work. I think we'd be more like...
Or is it the testimony? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Ran
okay.
to the right. There it is. Present it. You bastard.
Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave.
What is this?
You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right.
Oh. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her.
I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim was here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Yes! Suffer, you bitch!
Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run to the left.
Yes, he did. Think about it.
What? So
He witnessed the killing. He did see her move to the left. That is correct.
So did he witness the killing?
Yes, he did.
Oh! I just realized!
She went to the right, which is his left.
Son of a bitch! Of course!
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court?
They're both right.
Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once.
Ha! I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction.
There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts.
What?
Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel.
Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been?
In the law office of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. To show the court where Mr. White was standing. Okay.
He was the killer.
This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left.
Please. This is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing.
Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt! Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting?
Ryan! The prosecution of the defense has a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
I think it's postulations.
The postulation of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor.
Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched.
Ho, 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 ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer.
What now? He's laughing.
The hilarity of the moment made me remember something.
Please be a big mouth. Please be stupid and say something damning.
It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor? Might I be allowed to testify once more?
Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony.
Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left.
Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow.
Hold on, I think we have a piece of evidence that says she died.
Press tab real quick. I think it's a single strike to the head.
Okay, the autopsy. We need the autopsy. Died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. So it was only one hit.
I think we have to press it. We don't have the part of the testimony yet.
Okay, we're gonna press this whole thing.
That is what Miss May saw. You see? You hit her twice! Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer?
Okay. I think it might actually be the very last piece that we push. But we're gonna do the whole thing just in case.
That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony?
You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor.
Vegeta's saying you could present the evidence on that testimony.
I'm not taking chances. What do you mean by that?
That is what I am about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you.
Where the hell are you from?
I thought he was American. Like, seriously.
We'll say, he's from Finland.
There we go.
I don't know. American.
Finland.
Hey. Oh, okay, never mind. Hey, buddy, you're an American too.
You search the girl. There you go.
What do you mean by first?
First? That is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right?
I don't know, do you?
Please, sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then... Can we see the autopsy one more time after this?
Sure. I didn't hit anyone.
Now, Mr. Wright. There is no point hiding things from this court.
I'm not hiding anything.
The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony.
Mr. Wright, you have been warned.
Why is he mad at me? Okay. Gotta be very careful not to accidentally present something. Okay, died from a blow by a blunt object.
Okay, I think you could present it to either the previous testimony or the testimony before that says he got hit again. It's one of those double. Let's go ahead and
I think it's you hit her twice.
Let's present it.
Okay.
Use a report. Let's do it.
Actually, where's my option to save? When was the last time I saved?
I don't know. Probably at the beginning of the case.
Okay.
It's probably only 2 bars of your health, so don't worry.
Okay, so...
Present it! Let's do it! No music.
Oh! Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect?
Can you imagine the person who has to, like, type out the report has to write that every single time?
Oh my
It's like, damn
God.
it, can you stop saying that?
That sucks.
Humph! I will refrain from using this phrase from now on.
Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
No.
Yes, quite.
What?
We just started, damn it!
The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor.
Now we want justice!
Don't let him get away!
Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White.
Mr. White.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
Few accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall.
That thing fall.
Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left.
Okay.
The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. There it is. Court record real quick.
Okay, court record.
Let's look at the floor plan.
Okay. What about it?
Look at the, like he said she dodged to the left
Dodge to the left, okay.
and heard that thing.
Okay, so if she dodged
Why,
to the...
if she dodged to the left, how would that thing get broken? Also, how can he see that she dodged? Because
Hey.
the window is the point of view.
That's true. Okay.
And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with that single blow. Thwop.
Thwop indeed. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, do you see? It is hurting.
Bullshit. Deal with it.
Oh, Phoenix.
This is almost over.
It's like I'm waiting for a letter from Miyamoto. Let's press him.
You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing?
Huh? Oh, that's, the glass light stand.
Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix! Doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White?
Oh, how did he know?
What?
Huh? What?
You're saying you saw the glass light stand.
Yes!
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry, my bad.
The witness will revise his testimony.
Okay. Of course. Present it.
Oh, okay. So, do we present...
Floor plan.
Ooh,
Oh, wait,
I hope
no.
you're-
Light stand. Broken beyond all recognition. How did he know it's a light stand?
Oh, broken... Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Present it.
Mr. White. It was impossible for you It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand.
What?
The stand broke into pieces when it fell.
He hit us with an oof moment right there.
Aren't you going to do the oof?
I did. Oof! I think
Discord cut you off.
Oof!
Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it you saw the stand? Answer the question. Oh, we got a new follower. Alex King Lion. Welcome, Mr. Alex.
Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over.
So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then?
Correct. That would be no problemo, right?
Big problemo.
Problemo.
There is a big problemo. Problem here.
What problem is this?
Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred.
Correct. That is so. It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable.
No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand.
What? Why couldn't he? You have proof?
I sure do, Your Honor. A person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over.
Floor plan.
Because there's no window there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me make sure. No, whoop, wrong button.
Let's present it.
Okay, the floor plans. Look at this.
These are the floor plan. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that?
Ridiculosity.
Ridiculosity!
Ridiculosity.
Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claimed, you could not have seen that stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen it from is inside Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. You got cut off by Discord again.
Ah, crap. How's that?
We really need something different. Discord is not working anymore.
Mr. White?
Mr. White. You did it, didn't you?
Mr. Your Honor. I, Miss Mia.
Heh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright.
Crap. What? I forgot about Edgeworth!
Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now?
Huh?
What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap?
The wiretap!
Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this.
Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain.
I really don't like the way this is headed.
As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Faye.
What does that have to do?
Your Honor, the question is, when was the wire tap placed in the office and by who?
No! You wouldn't!
Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office. Am I correct?
No!
Correct! You are most correct, Miles.
Give me a break!
Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye & Co.'s law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand.
Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Edgeworth.
Gladly, Your Honor. Edge used Uno reverse card.
Son of a bitch, he really did! God damn it!
Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. White would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer.
I see.
However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is.
You son of a bitch!
Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping.
Ahem. Leave it to me.
I am fucked!
The wiretapping. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices.
We're not even in the second week of September, are we?
We are.
No.
Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand.
So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound.
Correct. That is right.
I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine.
Ah! What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix.
Cross-examination.
Oh
The
boy,
wiretap.
alright. Time to press the crap out of him.
Let's press.
Do you have proof?
Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder.
Huh. Right. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May?
Identified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's.
And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints.
Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went into the Faye & Co. law offices.
Why did you tap Mia's phone?
This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor.
Blue Corp is a
Blue
detective?
Corp is a...
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect clients' confidentiality. Press them.
Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand?
The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing. Beautyacious thing deserve attention, does it not? That is all.
Damn it! There's nothing for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. We've already tried this, haven't we?
Yeah, that's the reset. Give me one moment. I'm gonna be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find anything suspicious. The wiretap. Wait, whoops! Oh, fuck. Should I not have clicked that? Ah, shit. Please, no. Does this game have a fast forward button in case? Ah, shit. I guess I better just wait for Zeke to get back. Ah, fuck. Ah, damn it.
All right.
I might have
did I
just
miss?
fucked it.
Oh, I think I know. I remember this portion. I think there's nothing we could do.
Okay.
This part of the game. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that is as far as you go, Mr. White. Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeats. You fought honorably.
No more. I can't take this anymore.
Mr. Wright, are you giving up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix!
Huh?
Phoenix,
Phoenix,
over here!
Over here!
Or wait. I know that voice. Mia?
Never give up, Phoenix.
Ah! Mia. The motherfucker just passed out?
Yes!
Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was Hallucinating. Huh?
You're finally awake.
Okay, great. There's a ghost. I'm
Spooky ghost.
ah!
He passed out again.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Hey, Phoenix. Gak? There's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me.
Huh? You're Maya?
Didn't you know the Fae women have a strong psychic powers?
Hold the fuck up! Mia possessed her sister?
She's channeling her sister, yes.
Wow.
When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers.
Convenience! Plot progression!
Yep.
So, Maya is channeling you, Mia?
I don't want to spoil it, but we had the smoking gun this entire time, but the game would not recognize it until this moment. That's right. That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you.
But...
We don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won.
Clearly you were not there for the whole trial. Huh?
You have that receipt in your court records, right?
Oh yeah, Taco Bell, Tuesday, 2 o'clock. What the fuck is this gonna do for me?
No, think back to the first case.
Okay,
Like the one when
all right.
Maya was on trial.
For when... The Thinker?
No.
Back to the first case you said?
Yes. Not the first case with Larry, but the first case when Maya was the defendant.
A cell phone, perhaps?
No.
Oh!
Department store receipts.
Wait a minute! You mean to get out of this, we're gonna pin it on Maya?
No. Just present that and it will make sense.
Fine.
You have that receipt.
Oh, yeah, the one you wrote Maya on.
Phoenix. Wright wrote that, not me.
Huh? So what do I do with it?
Look at the front of the receipt.
The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000? Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Son of a bitch! Holy crap! Date of purchase September 4th! Oh! September 4th!
That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed.
Whoa!
Now, what did Mr. Wright say in his testimony?
It was the beginning
It
of
was
September.
the beginning of September. The week before the murder.
He said this. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder.
There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it.
Right.
See, updated.
Here we go.
September 9th. 1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1.
Here we go!
Court will now
Phoenix pulled a draw 4.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Phoenix pulled a draw 4.
Draw 4.
Court will
Edgeworth
now
had a reverse,
reconvene.
but-
What?
No, yeah. Edgeworth had a reverse, but we had the wild draw 4.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright?
Yes! Sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then, let's start where we left off.
Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you.
But, as Mr. Edgeworth noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on the matter?
Let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
That is the biggest mistake you will ever make!
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Let's find where he talks about the lamp.
The week before the murder.
We just go right here? Let me double check.
Entered.
No, wait, I don't think he talks about the lamp in this,
Yeah,
does
he talks about the lamp, yes. Yes. Present it. Now.
Do we present it here or, like, at the...
I think it could be either, but I think this is the best one. Because this kind of, like, he says he sees it. Like, oh, really?
Take this! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. Ugh!
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Discord cut you off, so I had to fill it in.
Oh, okay.
Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you?
No. It's impossible.
Impossible, I think.
Impossible.
Uh-oh. He's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
What? He still has something?
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh, wait. I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claim. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need more time. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter.
Another inquiry? This is going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad.
Object. We can't let this go another day.
Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth.
If anything is going to call Mr. Wright to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any base in factual evidence.
Don't you dare. Damn it!
I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No! There's no telling what will happen if I end this. Or wait. There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home?
Of course. Thank you for your time.
Gah!
The witness, will stay.
Will stay.
That's that's still Mia.
Mm-hmm.
Mia.
Phoenix, read this note out loud.
Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may.
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting.
Take that!
The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened.
Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt. Right here, right now. Oh, cheerleader Maya drawing is complete, says
Is it?
LinkToon. We will use it to celebrate this case.
Okay, I'll wait.
Or else this list gets reported to the press.
Released to the press.
I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Maya with the thinker.
Hot damn!
Case closed, Your Honor. Phoenix.
Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have done it again. That was quite a spirited defense.
Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only he knew how spirited it was.
Well, this court finds the defense. Rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty.
Yeah!
Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, suck it!
That is all. This court is adjourned.
All right, hold up. Before we go on with this, I think now is a good time for the cheerleader Maya.
Yes.
Ah, hold up. Let me get a.
Oh, that's adorable.
Here we are
So cute!
from Mr. LinkToon himself, Mia in cheerleader. Oh my gracious. You know what? That one getting retweeted.
I retweeted as well. It's so cute.
So adorable. Well done, Mr. LinkToon. All right, anywho, we should get back to this. September 9th, 2:24 p.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 1.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. But, congratulations. You're lucky I was born a Fae.
I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side.
I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. I mean, you're dead.
As long as you live?
My time here is running out.
Huh?
Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long.
What? No! There's still so much to say.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again.
Chief.
I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say, 9 o'clock?
The office?
I'll see you later.
Chief! Mia! September 9, 9:02, Faye and Co Law Offices. Please tell me it's not another dead body. LinkToon sent 1 ice cream and 4 lemons. Hey, thank you, LinkToon. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night.
There's just another body there.
Oh, this has got to be Maya for sure. You came! Mia!
I was kind of worried you might not.
Huh? Of course I came.
Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger?
Mia?
You should see your face.
Mia!
What are you talking about? It's me, Maya.
Maya?
What? Did I look like my sister?
I mean,
Look like?
yeah?
You were your sister.
I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, please go to the store and buy me lunch, would you?
Maya, why are you here?
Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me.
Take care of... Huh?
She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right?
Ooh, I get my own law office?
Yep.
And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Maya here. Ready to get down to business?
Is Nick a nickname for Phoenix?
No, that's his, I think that's his real name, Nick.
Why is he called Phoenix?
I don't know. I think it's explained, but I'm not too sure. I think Nick is his actual name.
I'm willing to bet probably Nick is the nickname.
You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you.
Nick?
You know what this means? We're partners!
I love you. You know, when I think about it, it's Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Aww. Yay.
Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here. watching.
Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy! Burgers! There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on! Time's a-wasting.
Okay, wait up.
The end.
Wow.
Do.
Episode 3.
Turnabout Samurai.
The hell's this?
This is the next episode.
What was that? What was that screenshot though?
Every single one of these cases have that, like a screenshot.
Okay. Well, it was so weird. It looked like some fat guy fighting a ninja, fighting another thing, fighting. What was?
This one is crazy. This one's crazy.
Oh, you disgraced me last time. The pale moon, blood,
Prize
something.
for your blood.
Excuse me?
Yep, the moon. No, it is who should gaze upon the moon, for it is the last moon you'll ever see. You're right. This one's weird.
What the fuck? What was that? See you in hell.
Eva Magazine. Whoa. God.
What happened? The warrior sword gleamed and strike in the moonlight. One had fallen, but who? The moon. Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's episode. The Dark Messenger returns.
October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices.
That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate!
Whoa! Stop waving the broom around. Oh my god, I love her even more.
Oh, Nick! Didn't know you were here.
He's fangirling.
Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching?
What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai?
What is this?
He's only the most popular TV hero for young people.
Young? Like, how young?
10 years of school.
Then what the heck are you doing getting all excited?
Hey, I'm only 7.
Oh.
Told you. This is in 2016. Though.
I thought you said she was legal!
This is in She's 17 in the year 2016, dude.
I thought you said she was legal! Anyway,
That's 17, you see? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1.
I really worry about kids these days.
Gramps.
Boomer.
Boomer! Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office.
I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month?
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
Huh. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bath. Oh, I thought it said bathroom for a second. Like, what the fuck? Why do we need to go in there?
He's pooping.
I don't need to hear that.
Beep.
Hello? This is Phoenix.
Nick!
Maya? What? It's still early.
It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested!
Uh-oh. Huh? You mean the guy on the show?
Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed a villain!
Isn't that good, though? Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV!
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean he actually did it in real life! He skewered a villain with his samurai spear!
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick!
It's like, isn't that what he's supposed to do?
What the frick? Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning
news.
I'll let you go ahead and do that.
The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who played the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside the Evil Magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further.
This has to be a joke.
No, 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 it's a nightmare! The Steel Samurai is over! The world is over! Yes? Wright and Co. law offices? What? Nick? It's the Steel Samurai!
What?
Yes, yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick.
Go? Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So I've decided this will be our first case.
What to do? Well, what should we do?
What should we do? How can you just sit there and like that? Or how can you just sit there like that? We have to get down to the detention center and meet the Steel Samurai.
Does she want to investigate this case or just do some sightseeing, I wonder? My money's on sightseeing. Any ideas?
We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened.
No, we just don't have enough information.
Let's examine the. Can we examine the dirt plant again?
Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique.
All right, let's move out.
Oh my god, Maya is like the best girl.
Mm-hmm. I'll let her waterboard me. I mean, what?
What the fuck? Alright, the ropes are one thing, but Zeke, I'm a little concerned.
Well.
Whoa. Is this a man or a lion?
It's Will Powers. He looks like Wolverine.
What's wrong, Maya? It's him. In the flesh.
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client.
You want to be
That's
Will
him.
Powers? I could be Will Powers.
I can
me
get
be
him,
Will
actually.
Powers. Okay, I'll let you be Will Powers then.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely.
Oh my god! What the hell, Mia?
He definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong?
No.
This is getting off to a great start. I know.
you're disappointed, aren't you?
Disappointed? Oh, no, oh no!
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. If the kids, you know, I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they think of Steel Samurai now.
Nick,
What?
he's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah.
He didn't do it.
Oh my god, Maya. She is a riot, and I love
Yes.
her. What happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened.
Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday, actually. It was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Gobble Studios for a run-through. Or Global Studios. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set.
Damn, that is one hell of a hole in the chest.
Yeah.
That's some Dragon Ball Z stuff right there. Frieza got this dude. Damn.
How'd you know that was Frieza?
Vegeta just wasn't enough for him.
They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear.
The samurai spear?
Yes, it's a long spear that I, the Steel Samurai, use as a weapon.
Maybe you could explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is?
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for... I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Boomer. Hey, who's new to this? And who you calling a boomer? TikTok trash.
Oh, I can imagine them making those comments to each other.
Are you guys gonna start making out in front of the window? I don't need to see that. No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is the lead character in the popular kids show. He walks the streets of Ni-Olde, Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time.
I see. Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Power's out. Now, where were you on the day of the murder?
Well, that morning I came to the studio at 9 o'clock. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5 o'clock, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
So he was sleeping the afternoon of the murder? Some action hero.
What will the kids think?
I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder.
Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go!
I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. Alright, then I guess the main gate of the studio.
Here is one of the best reoccurring characters in the game coming up soon.
All I see is Maya.
Just this way.
I know.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show! Awesome! Are you excited?
there! You want in? You gotta go through me!
Damn. You took it from me. I wanted to use my old lady voice.
Okay, you want to do it? Let's do it.
You want to go in? You got to go through me!
All right, you got it.
All right.
Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure you gawkers...
Or wait.
And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out! Gawkers? Gawkers?
Oh my gosh, it's the let's go. It's that let's go meme. Gawkers?
Gawkers? Sightseers? Tourists?
Oh, like, let's go.
Gawkers?
Yes, gawkers.
All right, you know what? Let's do it from the top. You do the music.
Let's
Okay.
go!
Doo-doo.
Gawkers?
Doo-doo.
Oh! I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youth today. Something horrible happens and yada yada yada. Old lady talk. I'm probably going to die soon anyway, but no one cares. Yada 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 yada. Yeehaw yeehaw. What about? Nick? Will I grow up to be like her?
Please say no. No, Maya. You're perfect. She's not. She's ugly. Don't worry. She'll die soon anyway.
We all protect
Phoenix! What the hell?
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to! Youth today.
I guess we'll talk. So, what do you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No! You were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow! This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was the studio of a dream. Hammer was a big star back then too, he was.
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work.
Wait, hold on. Did she say, like, he was an actual villain, like, as in he did bad things?
No, he's now playing villain characters.
What? I must have misread what she said. Let me try again. Okay, my younger days, you were a star. This place has been really gone downhill, you know, but 10 years ago, no, that was... Okay. Oh, okay, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now he's reduced to being playing villains, and she's upset about it.
Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers?
He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch.
Oh, that's mean.
I've got
That's
no
so
comment.
mean.
It really is.
That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he would be capable of doing what he did to the poor jackhammer.
We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty.
Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Okay, tell me, what were stagecoaches like? What kind of person was Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I have heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program.
Hey, whatever pays, right?
Right? No, they don't really pay him.
What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry.
Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer?
I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me.
Oh, okay, let me just get a broom. You don't look very strong.
Only one person went by here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 when the murder took place.
And that person was Mr. Powers?
Yes, I saw him.
But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room.
Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one who walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There is nothing to see here. Move along.
Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request.
I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady thinks she owns the place, obviously.
You're making Maya cry. Okay, we gotta get the letter.
All right, someone's probably gonna end up finding a little bit of poison in her soup for making Maya cry.
How
And also
dare
maybe a
you
few
make
missing
her
teeth.
cry.
Okay, so I guess we gotta go back to the detention center.
Yep.
Hello! How was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Alright. Actually, Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you?
What? No, I'd never do that.
Earlier you said you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch.
Yes, like a baby.
But the security lady said she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime.
What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise.
Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get.
I know. I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me?
What did she say? He doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio.
Oh, the security lady?
She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking.
Yes, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let you up on you. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
Ugh, she's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation?
Of course.
Powers request added to the court records. Document proving Will Powers' request for an attorney. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Nothing.
Let's move on. We can get into the studio now.
All right, hag. Take that. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. I like how her name is Old Bag.
Yes.
Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl.
Powers' request given to the security lady.
To think he would entrust his fate to youth of such unreliable appearance. really.
Really?
Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studio. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one is allowed inside, pal, were my instructions.
Pal.
Uh-oh.
The good detective told me himself.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's our boy.
No, not him
It's
again!
the boy!
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station.
She snuck into the... Damn! All right, Mia! Or Maya!
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that confused a lot more, I bet. Hey, not bad. What the fuck?
That face!
What is that?
She's
Those are
revealing
50 cents a piece, thank you!
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
We
Guys.
just start throwing quarters at her.
Guide map of global studios added to the court record. So, okay, so we got the main gate. That's
So-
where we are. We got the employee area, the gate, Studio 1, Studio 2.
All right, let's move on.
Do we have anything else to... Nope.
Outside Studio 1. So, hey!
God damn it.
It's Gumshoe. Aren't you that murderer from the other day?
I was proven innocent, you absolute lard.
Ah! It's that confused detective!
Hey, pal! You know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault!
And I give a fuck why?
I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
I hope he jumps out it. So?
Hey! If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing a sloppy detective work.
Oh, shit!
Damn! Mia, let's go!
It's like, you didn't have to hit me that hard, dude. Holy crap. I was just jesting.
Yeah, that's right. You sit there and sulk in your shame.
Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings. Good!
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Don't apologize! Don't apologize to this waste of space! Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. Good!
You're right, pal. It's all my fault.
Damn straight!
I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart.
At least you have some honor.
Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case.
There you go, Maya. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey! What exactly are you two doing here?
Well, we're on this case too, pal.
Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait.
I'd say he's a character, all right.
A very special character. Alright, let's kill some brain cells and talk to Gumshoe. So how's your investigation going, detective?
Well, it's... Hey, I can't tell you that, pal.
Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions.
Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
Alright. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. Pierced through the chest by a spear. Okay.
What a way to go. Damn.
That's... Yeah, no, that's gotta be painful. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. And that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate.
I'd rather not breathe in the same vicinity as her. We need a cheerleader Maya emote. Damn,
Yes.
he's right.
Maya Pog. Maya is new Pog champ.
Oh god, no, not PogChamp. Maya Cheer.
Pog champ, Pog champ.
No way, no way.
Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer.
Oh my god. Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee.
Oh god.
Remember what Powers said. She's a sucker for authority.
She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What?
I love the shocked face of Maya. That's awesome.
I know.
Whoa.
Maya's just, I just love Maya so much. Decisive evidence. What kind of evidence?
Well, that, photo. The photo of the Steel Samurai heading towards the scene of the crime.
You've got to be kidding me. You see the costume and then you Okay,
You already
Gumshoe.
Gumshoe.
That's a more appropriate name, just saying.
What? Who took that?
See the camera up on that gate, pal?
The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign?
I do see it.
Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them.
Oh no! Nick, he has evidence! We're finished!
Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
Wrong, pal. You seem down.
Well, the fact that I have to talk to you is pretty bad, but there is something else.
Come on, I like Gumshoe.
I don't. Don't
Oh,
look so...
see you later, Bonfire.
Oh, he's heading out? Alright, see you later.
Heading out.
See you, man. Don't look so happy when you say that.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions.
Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
We'll see about that, Gumshoe. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go! We've got a free pass to this place. Now's our chance to check things out.
Ugh, thank God.
Let's examine the place a little bit.
Actually, I would like to... Hey, there's a camera here.
That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you had to do is look at the data, and you can see who went there, who went where.
There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Okay, that's gonna be handy later. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here.
Hey, good idea, pal.
Detective, aren't you on the case?
Well, yeah, but... Hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal.
Detective Gumshoe, What's down the path to the left? It looks like a tree fell over. It looks like a tree fell down over the path. It looks like a tree fell down over the path.
Oh, yeah. That way's kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though.
The studio's mascot. Oh, its head was taken off by the tree.
Yeah.
I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hands. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2.
What's up with this thing? It looks kind of busted.
Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. What type of wind are you talking about
What the hell?
Did a tornado come through here? It took that tree down with it too.
The entrance to Studio 1. The studio is where they found Jackhammer's body.
Let's go and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked.
Looks like you need a key card to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep non-employees out. Well, then how did Cumshoe get in there?
They let him in. Oh, welcome.
There's a big welcome sign above the path.
Not very welcoming.
Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tougher times. They started letting people in on days they aren't filming. Make a bit of extra cash. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission.
Huh? Huh. You sure know a lot about this place, Detective Cumshoe. You could always quit being a detective and work here.
Yeah, and what perfect timing! With the studio's mascot down for the count.
Huh? Just what's it mean, pal?
Oh, nothing, Detective Cumshoe. I'm gonna start calling him Cumshoe for the rest of the series at this point.
Yeah, it's getting to that point.
Now you know how it feels when you nickname things.
At least mine are endearing nicknames.
Well, I've examined everything, I think.
Yeah?
You know what's a little annoying about this microscope?
What's that?
It's like, it doesn't follow you. You have to click where you want it to go, or you, like, click and drag it. It's like, why would it not just follow the mouse, I wonder?
No. Well, I think it might be have something to do with the fact that this game originally came out for the DS, I believe.
I guess that would make sense, actually. The touchscreen of the DS.
It probably, like, touchscreens, touchpads, and stuff like that didn't have the same
I wonder how much
power.
this game goes for. Like, was this game, like, released over here? In English?
It was released. It was released first in Japan, and then it got translated over.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, move.
Nick, look!
I wonder how much a copy of this game goes for.
Let's see.
That security lady in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts!
Or wait, let me try that again.
That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts! I guess all cops like their donuts!
I mean, hey, who doesn't like a donut?
Donuts are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew.
Oh no, it came out for the Game Boy Advance.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
How much is it worth?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. But as of August 2020, the series has sold 7.7 million units worldwide.
Hot damn, that's pretty good.
It's a cult classic. Not a lot of people talk about it, you know?
I'm glad we decided to check it out. Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe.
With all that's really on sale is the trilogy that we have right here.
What about like somewhere like eBay?
I'm taking a look right now.
In the meantime, I'll read this photographic proof. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know.
Don't wave your hand at me like that, you freak.
Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see.
Zeke, I have a
It's
feeling this
saying-
person is involved in the crime.
It's saying that the second game of the series, Justice for All, $30 on DS.
Is that with the case?
Yes, with the case. I found brand new sealed Ace Attorney, the first one, $45.
That's not too bad.
Damn.
I might actually have to...
Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright is $84.
Hot Jesus, what the hell?
That one was a fun one. It was a cross between Professor Layton. Have you ever played those games?
No, never even heard of it.
I don't think they'll make for good streams because of the fact that they were kind of a more of a kind of like puzzle game type thing.
Yeah, definitely the story games have been like the best streams for us.
But
Anywho.
basically with the Professor Layton one, both Professor Layton and Phoenix get transported into like a medieval setting.
Phoenix Wright becomes a time traveler.
They pretty much become a time travel. It has a really dumb twist at the end, but yeah, they become time travelers.
Okay.
And he has to defend a girl from a witch trial.
That's pretty difficult.
It's
Yeah.
my job to check the photos every day, you see.
Okay, so the reason for suspicion.
This guard station is a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1 o'clock. The murder happened right after 2 o'clock, you see. The only one I see go through here between 1 o'clock and 2:30 was Powers himself. The security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is.
Maybe it was you?
Good one, Sonny!
She thinks I was joking. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor?
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's her. I think she murdered out of envy. But we're gonna need a lot more evidence. Wild claims, well, not wild claims, but big claims require big evidence.
Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio.
Was? Past tense?
Oh, yes! He was great as Bearded Samurai.
That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him playing the evil magistrate. It's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him?
About the security camera.
Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. I can tell when someone walks through the gate, you see. Then it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when the picture was taken.
Oh, snap.
Okay.
But I don't bother myself with those details.
Oof.
Okay. Alright. Alright.
I just view all the photos over there on the computer.
I just view all the photos over on the computer, over in the security guard station. I check them every day before I go home. I do.
Do I even have anything to present right now?
No, not really. You have a guide map and autopsy report.
Alright,
Oh,
so
employee area.
Ooh.
Let's go.
October 16th, Global Studios employee area.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's the Powers dressing room.
Look at that Japanese vending machine over there.
Japanese vending machine?
They look just like that over in Japan. It's so cool. I have a thing for vending machines. They're awesome.
Of all the things in the world, why vending machines?
They're cool. And also over in Japan, they're everywhere. Like, I heard they're everywhere in Japan. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. They are everywhere in Japan. Like,
Really?
almost every single street corner had a vending machine.
You know, I never see public vending machines. Like,
There's a
save
vending...
maybe,
There was a,
save
Oh,
maybe
good.
for like a football stadium or something like that.
there was a vending machine that had cigarettes in it.
There's a law against that over here, I'm pretty sure.
Yes. They don't have as strict of laws. When we, like... I don't think I told this story, but I went to a convenience store. It was pretty much like a 7-Eleven. And me and my brother, we picked up some sake. And we put the sake down, guy scanned it, and then pointed at the screen. And there was a screen that basically said, are you 18? Yes or no? And we pressed yes, and it's like, okay. That's it. That'll be 500 yen.
Okay.
We didn't have, like, we were getting ready to bring out our license and stuff like that to kind of prove that we're, like, of age. And no, we just had to press a button on a screen and boom, that was it.
Japan sounds like a really good vlogging place.
I don't know if it was just the guy didn't want to, like, deal with looking at a foreign country's license. And we look old. You see me. I don't look under the age of 18.
I know this might hurt, but I cannot deny that at all.
I know. I cannot pull off I'm 17, guys.
People think I'm 18 all the time, so...
Well, you get a ID. That's cool. Dude, I was in high school and I was not getting carded.
You bought alcohol in high school?
No. But no, I mean, okay. Funny story. My
Okay.
21st birthday, I was like, I'm gonna buy beer. So I went to the liquor store. I pull out my license. I'm all excited. I was like getting ready to get my license out, and the guy said, "Okay, there'll be X amount of dollars." I'm like, I kind of wanted to say, "You don't want to see my ID?" I'm like, "Okay, whatever." I was like so excited because it would have been like the first time getting carded, you know. It has like kind of like appeal to it, you know.
I get that. Actually,
But no,
no, I
I was-
don't.
I was not
I
carded.
bought my dad a fancy bottle of wine for Christmas, and
Were you carded?
yeah, I was carded. I was just like, oh, okay, here's my card.
Trust me, you have you work at a grocery store? Have you ever been hit by one of the bar people?
Bar people?
That's what they're called in Colorado, but they're the people that make sure that you're checking IDs with liquor and stuff like that.
No, I've yet to be hit with one of those. I did,
Oh,
however,
okay.
have one time where some dude, I swear, he looked like, because of the whole mask thing, it's hard to see people's faces.
Mhm.
He didn't look that much under like around 30, so I'm like, okay, I'll check his ID. I'm like, can I see your ID? He's like, man, do I really have to show my ID? I'm 75 years old. I'm like, excuse me? He shows me the ID. He was actually 75 years old.
Holy crap!
I'm like, what the fuck? How do you maintain such a great image? I don't know.
That's insane.
I don't know.
But let me just tell you this: I got hit by it once, by the person. I was checking out at kind of like the 15 items or less.
Mhm.
Checking out, guy came up with the alcohol, and that was kind of like the first thing because he was kind of just like that was the only thing he was buying at a grocery store. This was before we had a weaker beer at the time. It was we had like a certain law where you couldn't sell full strength alcohol. So no one bought full-on alcohol at our store. So I'm like, okay, this is already kind of sus. So I asked for the ID. I did everything. And then they said, okay, and then I put it in. I'm like, okay, the total is like $10. They said, okay, you can go ahead and cancel this. Give this to your manager. Have a good day. And it was a green card.
Okay.
I had a coworker of mine about a couple months later. He got a 2-week suspension because he didn't check the ID right away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Anywho, we should get back to the game.
Oh, yeah.
No one's
That
here
was-
this. No one's here
Sorry.
this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
Oh, okay. Q slide.
Check the ladder. Check the ladder.
The ladder.
The ladder.
I can't.
Oh, we can't check the ladder. Damn it.
What were you hoping from the
Not
ladder?
yet. It is the biggest running joke of this series is ladders. Trust me.
Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Yeah, actually, I would do that thing on normal, like, flat terrain, and then up the hills. Vroom! Hills are bullshit when you're biking.
Oh, definitely.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? Yes, but I hate hills. Actually, you know what? That's one thing I'm really looking forward to. If I get my own, like, house, is like, right now I have to, like, store my bike in, like, the same little area where the furnace is. And it's like, it's nearly impossible to get the thing out or put it back in. So I just, like, stopped using it. Well, I love biking so much. I want to bike more.
I haven't biked in such a long time.
Oh my god, biking is so much fun. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Tokyo Castle. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through. A kid could fit through there, I bet.
Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate.
Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest.
Right. Huh? Hey, I'm not a kid.
Let me
Howdy
go ahead and
face.
rewind about 30 minutes. Teenager, as I believe you said. The grate that's used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit back on if I tried to put it. Yeah. Food. Remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone's probably too shocked to clean up.
Freaking ribs. Oh, T-bone.
There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak.
T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot.
You just had a burger.
Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks.
What?
She likes to eat.
Yeah, so long as she's not fat.
Slide to the right.
Hang on, I'm double checking.
Slide to the left.
I said I'm double...
Crisscross. Crisscross.
I am double checking, sir.
Everybody clap their hands.
Me sliding over to find out who's making all that obnoxious noise. The garage. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio?
I mean, he does have a point.
Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum.
Gum.
My detective cum shoe joke is backfiring. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting something cool. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least.
Wait, look, samurai soda. Nick, try this.
Ladies first.
Let's check out Will Powers then. His room.
There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Let's buy Comet the vending machine. God damn it.
You started it, dude.
A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. Why the hell's the glass frosted?
It's a way you can have like kind of a security, like privacy.
Why would they have a window at all?
I don't know. Let light in. You can still have light coming in, but you still have the security. It's like both best of both worlds.
The door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir.
What do you mean find?
You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear.
We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud.
All right, let's go inside.
Maya, your fangirling is getting a little, just, you know, outlandish. October 16th, Global Studios dressing room. Powers' dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him here taking a nap, did they?
Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth, for his sake. Alright. What happened to the background music?
Oh, it's just gone.
Maybe it just doesn't play in this part, huh? Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window very much. I guess it's kind of dusty outside. Some regular suits in among the customers. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes.
It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes.
I'd say you were already wearing one myself.
She said.
There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Nick, I'm hungry.
You
Just
just
had a
had a burger!
Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets.
How many stomachs does this girl have? You love her, you know you do.
This must be Power's bag.
Hey, don't open that!
She opens
Look!
it.
Oh, key card!
Key card.
An employee key card. This must be Powers. It says Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow. Keycard for studio employee grants entry into Studio 1. Keycard added to the court record. Oh, there's more.
I wonder what else is inside Power's bag.
Stop that! My partner, the thief in training. There's a vast array of cosmetics here.
Oh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie!
Nani the fuck?
Samurai Boogie Woogie.
Nick, try this on!
No! And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig?
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Kinda.
She's fangirling.
They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky. Just how I like it. So that's it?
Yeah, we need to go to Studio 1.
Oh, blast it all. I gotta go talk to that crab apple again.
No, we don't.
Good. I don't have to...
Let's go outside Studio 1 and get inside there.
Tell me I don't have to, thank God. No talking to Detective Gumshoe.
Oh, we'll present the key card to him. Oh, wait, no, we could do that. Maybe.
Studio where they found the body.
Let's go in and check it out, Nick.
I wonder if this key card we borrowed from the dressing room will work. It opened.
It opened.
All
Hooray!
right, we're in.
She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. Yeah. Just getting a sip of my water. All right, let's go.
Let's move out.
Okay, here we go.
Inside Studio 1.
Who
October
drew
6th,
that body
Studio
chalk?
1.
That's... Oh, right, he was in a costume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just give a base outline of it. This kind of looks like a human.
Damn. October 16th, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? This white tape, it's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Alright. Ooh, ladder.
Ladder. Here we go.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Okay, libtard. Right. Sorry. This girl is out there.
I think there's an achievement for looking at every single ladder in this game.
Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton.
Yeah, I'm guessing that camera's like a good $5,000. Honestly, it's probably more than that. Have you seen like what the lenses alone go for on those things?
No, I have not.
The lenses alone go for thousands of dollars. Like,
Holy
just go on Amazon and look up camera lenses and prepare to have a heart attack.
I don't want a heart attack. I'll just take it for your...
Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
Why are you picking it up? Maya! Stop!
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
Hey, you! No touching! Oh, wait.
No touching that! Oh.
Zeke, what's the most feminine voice you can do?
I have no clue. I can't really do a feminine voice.
Sorry. My partner is kinda, you know.
You know? No, I don't know.
Who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here.
Close enough.
I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc.
We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers.
Oh, you're WP's people.
WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it.
I don't envy you guys one bit.
Wow. So little faith already.
But you know what you can do. But what can you do for WP? Okay, do what you can for WP. Okay.
I was about to say. WT, more like WAP. Ugh.
Oh no, I'd rather not think of WAP.
Yeah, can we just pretend that doesn't exist?
He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent.
Don't worry. Leave it to us.
Let's talk to little Penny here for a little while. The day of the crime. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see?
Only one assistant?
Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences.
WAP? What's that? Don't ask. Don't ask. Trust me. You are better off not knowing what that is. You know, I just thought of something. The studio's not doing well, yet this cartoon's super popular, apparently.
Yeah, but they're just not really making the big bucks, I guess. Or maybe they're overstating, like Maya's overstating how popular it is.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else.
The employee area. That's where Power's dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1.
Why does Penny have such a dead look in her eyes?
I don't know. She just looks sad. So sad. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
Penny is emo, says DMad.
What? Oh, God.
No! I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
I don't know. You got the freckles and the glasses. You may secretly be kinky on the inside.
Yeah, she kind of does have that librarian look
That
to
secret
her.
librarian look.
Mm-hmm.
But she has no chest volume whatsoever.
Yeah, you do have a point. Although it
I'm
could
not
be
saying
the
that's a
best.
bad thing, of course. What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Power's alibi.
What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything.
Basic bitch girls like her are always the freaks. Zeke, you can have Penny. I'll stick with Maya.
All right. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with us?
Oh no! We're just two dorks playing video games, I guess.
Hooray!
If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even took a photograph.
Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me.
Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead.
Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times.
Some other studio employees, maybe?
No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that.
No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot.
Let's sensing someone. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew is in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut it. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about the security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them.
Well, let me just examine everything in here real fast. Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in Steel Samurai show.
Of course! That's the mountain, Neo Fujiyama.
Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in Ode, Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not in old day Tokyo, Nick. Neo old day Tokyo.
It matters. Oh, right.
It's just like in every movie that's involves Paris, you could see like the Eiffel Tower in every shot, which is
That's
not
true.
the case.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in.
You are such a fangirl.
I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone, a real live megaphone.
You can get those for like what, $20, $30? Actually, I have no
It's like
idea.
a few moments away from just nose bleeding everywhere.
Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more trouble than I thought. But you love her.
Mm-hmm.
We all love her. The outline where Jack Hammer's body the outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. Oh God, DMad. Maya comes. Yep, that's fangirling. Nerdgasm. I like that a
director?
little better. Maya, nerdgasm. God.
Oh, you're a director? Oh.
There's something wrong with everybody here. Let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expect a spear stabbing wound would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it.
Wow, look at that camera.
I clicked on the stage light, not a camera.
It must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought.
God dang it, Mia. Maya. Damn it, why do I keep wanting to call her Mia? It's Maya.
What's this?
That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screener, something like that. The assistant holds it during filming.
Huh.
What? Where's all your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Well, lighting is fine, but I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she's being serious. God gracious.
All right, let's talk to Old Bags.
Okay. Anything to say to you, Gumshoe? Good.
Let's move on.
What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost.
I don't know, we might actually be looking at one. I mean, how ancient are you?
What is your date of birth again?
What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 o'clock p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times?
Sure as can be.
But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day.
What?
Are you absolutely sure you were watching here the whole time? Ma'am?
Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me?
Okay.
She's looking like a Doom Eternal villain.
I think we just lit the dynamite wick on a stick of crazy.
Yep.
All right, you'd better tell me quickly.
All right, you better tell me and tell me. Okay.
All right, you better tell me and tell me quickly, you spiky-head cretin! So
Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio One.
Damn, you
Ah,
sent Kiddy
she-
down the road.
Damn. She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like nowadays.
She left.
She left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can. This is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders.
Let's look at her browser history, Nick.
All right, the computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we can see the photos of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer?
Try it.
Okay, let's give it a try. What the fuck was that sound? I don't know, ask the old lady.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Oh my god, she's never used a computer. Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station.
Ooh.
Oh, it was
307, I believe.
there. Entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that.
I need a drink of water. This is getting difficult. That grambling lady noise was like, oh, that took a lot out of me.
No, it sounded
Wait,
like a lot.
Looks up browser history, cheerleader hentai. God damn it!
Maya feels uncomfortable all of a sudden.
Don't worry, Maya. Phoenix Wright is here to protect you.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Oh, was that Mia saying that? Oh, whatever. Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Huh? Something printed on the back.
Huh? October 15th, 2 o'clock p.m., photo number 2.
Photo number 2.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day.
Nope, that's the only one in the computer.
Okay, added to the court record. Taken at the gate between the entrance and the studio.
Hey, Nick! Can't we use this for photo evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right. We'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said. Anyway, let's show her this photo and see what she says.
Wait, let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I give you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate.
There you go. There you go,
Hey,
Phoenix.
why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for the day?
I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? I doubt it.
I doubt it, but there's no way to prove that was Powers in that suit. Like in a real court case, that cannot be. Like, that's enough to kind of like, okay, there's no way to prove that's my client.
Fair enough. All right, well, let's see. We have been streaming for 3 hours and 34 minutes. All right, I think this is a good place to call it.
I say so. We got done with the investigation, then we got the case. This one's a pretty long one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, all right, then this is where we will call it for now.
All right. That was
All right,
fun.
guys.
All right. What do you think?
Well,
What you thinking so far?
I'm thinking that old bitch is definitely involved in some way. And
No, I mean,
Cumshoe's
like,
probably not going to make a convincing case.
about that last case, though.
Oh, about the last case?
Yes.
I mean,
Turnabout sister.
Oh yeah, no, that was an intense. That was intense. I was seriously worried for a while.
That case right there, like when I played the game, I played this, like this right here was on the phone, and it's a weak port job, like not as it doesn't have all the animations in it and stuff like that,
Ah,
but it was good enough for me. I found it because I knew about Phoenix Wright. I've always wanted to try it out. I found it on the phone, and it gave you the first 2 trials for free, and then everything else was like, it was like the full port was like $12 on the phone.
ooh.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me try it. I found out that the first 2 cases are free. I'll give it a try. If I don't like it, I'm not out anything. I played that second case, and I'm like, holy crap! I need to continue playing this game.
Oh yeah. No, that's actually pretty genius, all things considered. I mean,
Yeah.
those 2 cases were not like a small amount of content. That was at least 5.
It's basically, well, this
It was 5 hours
collection-
worth of. No, like the first
Yeah.
2 cases were that was like 5 hours, like a
Yeah.
rough estimation about.
that is basically half of the game of this first game. Is those 2 cases, which at the same time they're pretty much like the kind of training wheels.
I would
you
say the
notice
second
how-
one not quite as much.
Not as much, but you did notice how they showed White's face at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then not so much on this one. Those are the only 2 cases where you see who did it.
Right. Okay.
All the other cases, we have no clue, and we have to
Oh.
actually play detective with it.
All right. All right.
But they did that just because the fact is like the training levels.
Yeah. No, makes sense. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna head out for now. We hope we see you guys next week.
See you later. This is getting good. Hope
This is
to
very
see you
good.
win.
Maya best girl.
Maya best girl.